I'm joined now by Cleveland Browns running back Nick Chubb, who is here on behalf of Sleep Number. Nick uses the Sleep Number 360 smart bed to help him get quality sleep and improve performance. And Nick, I want to talk about your sleep in a second, but I'd imagine you felt like a lot of people were sleeping on your team this year. You recently said you took a pride in what the Browns accomplished. How much of a success would you say this season for the Cleveland Browns was?
It was huge. I mean, it was a special year for the city of Cleveland, our coaches, teammates, for everyone around. Just Cleveland, it was great. We've been slept on for many years, but we've had reason to be slept on. We haven't had much success in the past, but it's a new Browns team, new culture, new coaches, different players, a different mindset. So we look forward to carrying the momentum we had from last year on forward for many years to come.
Did you feel like you had a point to prove, given the reputation?
Oh, for sure. I mean, for me personally, I always feel like that, no matter what. I mean, been slept on forever. The Cleveland Browns has too, so we all had a big point to prove, and we did towards the end of the year.
Of course, that never stops talk. There's been quarterback talk this offseason. Baker Mayfield called out certain Browns fans for trying to convince Deshaun Watson to come to Cleveland. You agree with him that those fans weren't real supporters of the team?
Yeah, I agree with Baker. I mean, I always agree with Baker. He was right to call those guys out. I mean, he's our guy. He's our quarterback. He's played tremendous for us. He's a great teammate, a great friend of mine, and yeah, I mean, that's our guy. We live and die with Baker.
Yeah, you sound like you have the utmost confidence in him.
Oh, for sure. I mean, I came in with him, and I've seen how he's progressed throughout the years. I mean, he's a great quarterback, great playmaker, great everything. I mean, he makes right decisions. He makes the great passes. He's a special player, and I want to be a Baker as long as I can.
One key player who was missing from your team this year was Odell Beckham Jr. Though clearly the team played well in his absence, how do you think that the team is different when he's on the field?
Well, Odell's a tremendous player, and when he's on the field, I mean, that's he's a threat. He's a threat anywhere on the field, a returner or just a receiver, a deep ball threat, a slant, a quick throw out. I mean, he makes special plays, and you saw that in the Cowboys game. He had rushing yards, receiving yards. He did everything well. So if we were good without Odell, would be even great with him.
Now, you did have Kareem Hunt in the backfield there with you. You had one of the best rushing seasons together in franchise history. Is there any competition between you guys?
Between me and Kareem,
Yeah.
it's not it's not like a negative thing about it, not a negative competition or dangerous competition. It's an open competition. I mean, it's a friendly competition. I want to make him better. He wants to make me better. At the end of the day, on Sunday, if we're both doing great, both competing with each other, I mean, great things going to come out of that. So it's not like we hate each other or anything. I mean, we look forward to going out there, having competing in practice, competing in games. I feed off his energy. He feeds off mine. So at the end of the day, it helps the team. We're both competing and both getting better.
To have like two of the top what running backs in the league? Would you say top five or so running backs in the league?
Yeah, I guess I'll say that.
All right. As for the Super Bowl itself, I think you're 25 years old. Do you
Yeah.
remember anything from Tom Brady's first Super Bowl in the early 2000s?
Man, I remember some of them, but I guess I'm getting mixed up in my head. I remember when they played the Panthers. I don't know who was playing. I think Tom Brady was playing. I don't know what year that was. That's the first time I remember any watching him playing the Super Bowl. I think. But yeah, it was. I might have been 8 or 9 years old. So he's been playing a very long time at a
I
high
think that
level.
Panthers Super Bowl was the Janet Jackson Justin Timberlake Super Bowl.
That's why I remember it.
Do you have a prediction for this year's Super Bowl?
I mean, being around the NFL, like playing in games and watching it, it's hard to tell who wins from past because NFL is a every Sunday thing, any given day. So I know the Chiefs beat the Buccaneers early in the season, so that could have something to do with it. The Bucks could come out, revenge. It's hard to beat a team twice, but saying that we beat Pittsburgh twice back to back. So in my head, it's everyone I think about it. I don't want to get too caught up in it, but I will have to go with Tom Brady.
There you go, Tom Brady. Now, I know Batman is your favorite superhero, and the reason you say so is because he's human and has to face the same obstacles that say you or I do. And I know you've used the character as motivation, particularly to come back from injuries and the like. Would you say that Batman's actually been your biggest outside source of motivation?
Mm, biggest outside source? I mean, yeah, in a way, because uh, kind of mix what happened to me with what happened to him when he get his back broke and things like that. But other than that, I mean, my family motivates me. Other guys in the NFL, they motivate me to be better, and I think all that plays a role in my motivation.
Who's your favorite version of Batman? Who's your favorite incarnation?
Mm, I don't know. I like Ben Affleck, but he wasn't really given a chance. He had a couple movies, but I like him a lot.
I think that's probably a pretty rare response. Where do you fall on the Batman prep time argument, right? Because on one hand, you say he's human like everybody else, and on the other side, you have people who will say if you give Batman enough prep time, he can beat anyone. But like let's say Iron Man has all this technology at his disposal and intellect and wealth as well. Where do you fall on the idea that Batman with prep time can beat anybody?
Yeah, I mean Batman prep time. Yeah, he think about Batman. He knows everybody's weaknesses, so he would figure something out about Iron Man. His technology, find a way to stall it, find a way for it to stop working, or go somewhere where his equipment won't work as well. So if you give him time, he'll figure it out. I mean, if Batman's going to a gunfight, he's not going to bring a gun. He's going to bring a rocket launcher. He's always one step ahead, and he knows his enemies very well. And I mean, for me, like I like Ben Affleck because I mean he defeated Superman, and Batman vs Superman movie. I think to me that really stood out to me. I was very amazed, and that's kind of what took me on that Batman. But yeah, Batman. I mean, he's amazing. He's a man like us. He's fighting gods and things like that. So.
If you were comparing the quarterbacks in the Super Bowl to superheroes, who would they be? I mean, who's Tom Brady? Who's Patrick Mahomes?
I guess I had to get Superman to one of them because I mean probably Tom Brady or I don't know that stuff. I could see Patrick Mahomes being even a Green Lantern because he can pretty much create everything, do anything he wants with his mind, and make it and bring it to life and make it happen. So I mean, Tom Brady might be Superman. I mean, he's been doing it a long time, but he's kind of old, so I don't know if he can actually be Superman. But, I mean, those two are great quarterbacks, and they can be who they want to be.
So you're a DC over Marvel guy?
I am DC over Marvel. I mean, you got to give Marvel credit with the movies, but as far as straight superheroes, I mean, I'm a DC guy.
Yeah, I'm a Marvel guy. We could talk about it further when we have more time. But I know sleeping probably makes you feel like a superhero. So what is it about the sleep number and the sleep number 360 smart bed in particular?
I mean, it's just great beds. I mean, it gives you feedback on how you sleep. If you have a restless night or a good night's sleep, it can tell you, give you the numbers on how you slept. And I know for me, sleep is huge for me. It optimizes my recovery and boosts my performance for the next day. And it's a long season in the NFL, so every day, every night matters. And getting a good night to 8 hours of sleep, 10 hours, even 10 hours of sleep. I mean, I feel completely different the next day from a great night's sleep.
Nick, really appreciate your time today and good luck in what is sure to be a prolific career.
Yeah, thank you.